Witam Was, kochani, bardzo serdecznie. Dziś ponownie nagrywam z Warunem. Ostatni odcinek Namaste. Bardzo Wam się podobał. Ja też jestem zadowolona, że taki był odbiór. Warun dziś będzie moim towarzyszem, ponieważ opowiem Wam, co zaskoczyło mnie w Indiach. Bardzo Wam dziękuję za oglądanie mojego kanału. Jeżeli to wideo Wam się podoba, zapraszam do subskrypcji i do klikania łapek w górę.
Down here, subscribe.
A zatem zaczynamy. First thing, let's start from the first thing, the most common, especially on board of the aircraft. When the passenger, after you asked him, he says, no. There are two movements. Actually, it's many movements.
So it's basically, there's a small video on this on YouTube, only I've seen it, and it's very well made by somebody, I don't know who it was. But it means basically there are different ways in which we try to communicate by saying yes or no. It can be yes or no, but in the same thing. So suppose if somebody says, gives you an advice or asks you something or tells you something to do, and if you agree with them, with what they're saying, then you do a confirmation one in which your speed is fast, like, okay. Sometimes when you're confused, if somebody's telling you something and you don't agree with them completely, but you're still computing in your brain, is it right, is it wrong, should I do it? Then it's slower motion and with smaller eyes, like, like, you know, something like okay type. Very rarely do people use yes or no in my country. A lot of them use this. And when you have a smile on your face like this, that means you definitely agree and you're happy in doing what the other person is telling you to do.
Thing number two, the children might not have name for 1 week because of puja, because there is something that one person...
Namkaran. It's called Namkaran. So when the child is born, different parts of India has different beliefs. So it's not necessarily the same all throughout from top to north, that they don't keep the name for the first week. Some people keep it on the day the child is born. Some people go by the religion. In the religious text they say that for the first week there are some pujas that are being done, and the child and the mother, they are very weak and vulnerable. So after the 7th day, the priest or the pandit, basically in Hindi we call him the pandit, takes out the alphabet with which the name should start according to the Janam Patri. Janam Patri is basically like horoscope that says, okay, what time was the child born, and what is auspicious for him, what is not auspicious for him. So that way he takes out the alphabet. It could be A, B, V, C, whatever, and then parents choose the name.
And also the children have black dots on the face. I've seen this on board also. It was very surprising.
Yeah, I don't know if they believe the same thing in Poland, that we say in Hindi, nazar lag jayegi. Nazar lag jayegi is as if something will jinx you. Something can jinx you. So if you're very handsome, very beautiful, you have everything, somebody might be envious, and the way he looks at you might jinx you, might bring you bad luck. So they put the black dot just as a small percentage, like a small thing to not make you look very attractive because of something like that. It's basically to remove the evil.
And the children are shaved.
Shaved, that is after 1 year you're talking about.
Yes.
Their heads are shaved. Oh, that is basically so that the kids get better hair growth. Once you shave them, the hair growth is thicker and much better. That's what they said. I don't know if it's true.
Thing number 3. I came to India and I wanted to try McDonald's because every part of the world has different menu. But the common thing is it's cheeseburger with the beef. Unfortunately, there was not. And beef was not available.
I'll tell you why that is. In India, previously, till about 30-40 years back, every household used to have their own cow, because cow was considered very sacred. You can and useful as well. You can use the milk to make yogurt, butter. You can use the cow dung as manure in your fields. You can also use it, the dry cow dung. It is used to keep insects away in the house. The more number of cows you had, the more richer you were considered. And people were never used to eating cow meat or killing cow because they considered it as sacred. They also considered when child used to during childbirth, when the mother used to die, the closest milk to the human that a child, that an infant at that small age of maybe 1 day, 2 day, 5 days can digest is only cow milk. There was no other substitute. So, Gai Hamari Mata is basically derived, this is what they say in Hindi, that cow is also like the mother, because that is the only thing that you could use for the kid to survive at that age. Because previously medical help was not there so much, it wasn't so advanced. People had to rely on their own resources. Some parts of India, because of their culture, is slightly different. India is very vast and very different in different parts. Like Kerala and Northeast India, they still eat cow because in their culture, cow was never given that much importance.
Breaking skull during the funeral. While the body is burning, I've heard there will be one of the person, the member of the family will have to break the skull
Of the
of
dead
the body.
body, yeah. So previously the Hindus, even till now, they used to use the conventional method of cremating the body. They used to make a platform of wooden logs. They used to keep the body on top of it and then cover it with wooden logs as well. It's not an open body just sitting on top. It's basically everything is covered. Only the skull part, when the body is lying down, is kept empty. So the lead person who is doing the cremation, for the father will be the son. For if it's a son, then the father will do it. So whoever wants to burn decides to do it, and then this breaking of the skull is actually to do with a deeper meaning. In Hinduism, we believe that body is the physical form, and with the body there is a spiritual form, and they both are interlinked, and they both affect each other. If you're spiritually unhappy, your body will become unhealthy. If you're physically unhealthy, your spiritual aspects can also change. So in the spiritual body, we consider 7 chakras. The 7 chakras start off with the head. Behind the head, if you ever see in Hindu mythology, they show an aura. Then there is 1 chakra here, and so on and so forth. There are 7 chakras. So the chakra that is believed to hold the spirit of the body is on the head, is the 7th chakra. So the spirit, when you are being burned or cremated, and in the final stages, you have to take a log and you have to crack the skull open. There is scientific reason also, which I'll come to. So you are basically releasing the spirit from the body so that it can go on and continue the cycle of reincarnation, rebirth, and whatever is next in line. Secondly, a lot of times when the human body is burning, the skull is intact, and the fire, after a certain time, the wood will burn out. Sometimes the skull does not open and the brain inside is said to have remained incompletely burned. So they used to, first is to release your spirit, second is to make sure that the body is completely burned and there is nothing, no part remaining.
Sleeping on the floor, there is no bed sometimes, there is no chairs. You know, when some people, they asked me to come home, they told me to sit down, and we were eating like this, in this way.
It's actually a scientific reason. When you sleep on the bed, there is more chances of your spine getting bent or turning, and a prolonged use of a wrong type of mattress could give you back problems. When you sleep on the floor, on the hard surface, your spine, the curvature of the spine and the neck, they both are in perfect form. So your body posture does not change a lot. And since you sleep a minimum of 6 hours in a day, that makes a lot of difference over a long period of time. 6 hours every day when you're sleeping on the hard floor. My grandfather, my mother's father, he used to sleep on a wooden plank. He had a bed, but he put a wooden plank on it and he used to sleep on that. It's one of the same reasons why don't you do yoga on the mattress? Or any kind of exercise, why don't you do it on the mattress? Why is it that all forms of gym exercises, yoga exercises, meditation you do on the floor? It's because it keeps on improving your body posture and overall your health. That's why we sit on the floor and eat, we sleep on the floor or a hard surface. If you see, even in the Japanese culture, Chinese culture, they sit on the floor and eat. So it's a scientific reason.
Basically in India, every day something will surprise me. It's not like this that I know everything. More I'm here, more I'm getting to know, and this is really amazing.
And the more fun it is for me to see her expression, the first time expression.
Dziękujemy
Dziękuję wam wszystkim.
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 Pa, pa.
Bye bye.